How much would it surprise you to learn that Saudi Arabia was planning to build Pangeos, a turtle-shaped super yacht that was essentially a floating metropolis modeled after a vanished civilization? Yes, that is correct. It would not be as shocking. In fact, because of the kingdom's Vision 2030 currently on display, such grandeur and crazy creativity is something we expect from this nation. This isn't truly happening, to be clear, not yet at least. However, the project, created and put out by Rome's Lazzarini Design Studio, identifies the kingdom as a viable location for the 𝐾𝐨, a ship bigger than a super, mega, and even giga yacht. Learn more about Pangeos, Saudi Arabia's latest venture. This is Luxury Prima. Have you ever considered what it would be like to reside in a city on the water? Well, that wish is going to come true. This is Pangeos, the enormous terror yacht designed like a turtle. Pangeos is not your typical yacht. With plans to invest an enormous sum of money, Saudi Arabia is not sparing any expense to build a true marvel of engineering and architecture that is expected to alter the way we think about luxury living. Saudi Arabia has never shied away from grandiose projects, from the largest mall in the world to a fully functional air-conditioned city. But Pangeos takes it to a whole new level. Speaking of ambitious endeavors, yachting genius Pier Paolo Lazzarini is back with his most recent design, a vessel that is pushing the envelope of luxury and innovation at sea. Since he built one of the biggest and most impressive super yachts in the world, worth $87 million, Lazzarini is in a class by himself when it comes to pushing the limits of yacht design. He is now focusing on a brand new challenge, building the largest and most lavish floating metropolis ever seen. This time, he's aiming for a terror yacht in the form of a sea turtle, an innovative design that has never been tried before. The terror yacht, the largest floating structure ever built on Earth, will take about 8 years to build and will cost an estimated $8 billion. Get to know the ultimate terror yacht Pangeos, a floating masterpiece named for the extinct supercontinent Pangaea. This massive project's initial conception and ongoing development date back to 2009. Construction is scheduled to start in 2023 after receiving approval, which is still pending. Pangeos is ready to take the crown as the ultimate representation of luxury and sophistication on the high seas, thanks to its groundbreaking design and cutting-edge technology. You may be asking what makes Pangeos so unique at this point. Its estimated construction cost is a staggering $8.2 billion. The Burj Khalifa, the tallest structure in the world, cost twice as much as that. The scale of Pangeos is also supposed to be twice of that of the Roman Colosseum, as if that weren't enough to make your head spin. With such a large-scale project in the works, it should come as no surprise that building will take about 8 years. The structure will be one of the largest floating constructions in the world, but with Lazzarini in charge, Pangeos will undoubtedly be worth the wait. For those who are fortunate enough to board, this innovative and opulent terror yacht promises to be the pinnacle of nautical splendor and an experience like no other. Ever consider what it might be like to live aboard a ship large enough to accommodate a sizable city? Pangeos is prepared for that. This floating city, which can accommodate 60,000 people, excluding crew and personnel, promises to be an engineering marvel. The vessel can be divided into 9 distinct bows, each made up of a number of blocks. But this isn't only for space. Additionally, this roving boat will have a variety of retail and leisure spaces to meet the demands of individuals fortunate enough to call it home. Moreover, a number of opulent amenities and cutting-edge technologies are anticipated from Pangeos. The terror yacht is billed as the pinnacle of seagoing luxury and comfort. The body of the ship extends with its opulent design from the port area's entrance to the main square and into the enormous terraced villa. The villa is further connected to the private residences, rooftop terraces, and the upper shell zone, which also serves as a landing zone for various flying forms of transportation. Imagine a massive floating metropolis that has all the amenities of a typical city and is like a city on the water. Parks, shopping centers, public transportation, and even opulent hotels. Guess what? It has not one, but 2 wings, with a combined total of 69 apartments and 19 opulent overwater villas. You may get a breathtaking bird's eye view of the busy central port area of the ship from some of these apartments. Some spaces will present you with stunning ocean views. Who needs a place on the ground when you can live in luxury on this incredible floating paradise? The floating metropolis would have a maximum width of 515 meters, or approximately 1,800 feet, and a maximum length of 610 meters, or almost 2,000 feet. Its size is 3 times more than the previous world record holder, the 𝐻𝐨𝐬𝐭, a 590-foot yacht worth $600 million owned by the ruler of Abu Dhabi. Although officially a yacht, the purpose of the innovative project Pangeos is to sail non-stop around the globe and eventually convert it into a fully functional, self-sufficient city. In order to accomplish this, over 30,000 cells and cluster compartments will be constructed on the city's bottom level, providing the vessel with an unsinkable floating solution. The Pangeos project has a strong emphasis on renewable energy, with almost all of the yacht's power expected to come from environmentally friendly sources. The roof-mounted solar panels and wind turbines are supposed to power the engine, allowing the Pangeos to travel for an endless amount of time without releasing unneeded emissions. The boat will be able to travel great distances while floating on the water and while being tethered to the edge of a pier thanks to its gigantic wings, which will capture energy from the breaking of waves. To propel the Pangeos, there will be 9 16,800 horsepower HTS electric engines to be used, providing a top speed of 5 knots. And to build a Terra yacht, you need a Terra shipyard. The proposed Terra shipyard infrastructure would be 650 meters wide and 600 meters long, with direct access to the sea, as the specialized shipyard must be built to flood and lift the boat during its launch. However, a 1 square kilometer portion of the sea must first be excavated, and a circular dam must be built before building can start. And for that reason, the King Abdullah Fort in Saudi Arabia was chosen as the best place for this amazing effort. Pangeos is serious about its mission, despite the fact that it's still an idea. They have the support of Saudi Arabia and 𝐿adsareni design studio. The kicker is that they're initiating a crowdfunding campaign to get this project off the ground. And for just $16, you can purchase a virtual ticket and join the city-building elite. Not only that, but this year, 𝐿adsareni will introduce Pangeos in the metaverse, taking it to a whole new level. You could say that the future is finally here. Prepare to set sail in the virtual world and feel the luxury of the floating city, because it comes with a pretty great perspective. Stay tuned as we update you with additional information. If you want to see this amazing Terra yacht when it is finished, let us know in the comments. See you in our upcoming video.